great to be home. We've been traveling quite a bit all over the state. In fact, when I leave here, I'm going to Shenandoah County, then Roanoke, and God knows where else. Well, the first thing I'd like you to do is everyone take out your cell phones. I'm serious. Take out your cell phones.
What?
All right. Go into the text messaging thing that you guys all, I'm sure, are very familiar with. And I want you to text to 313131. I don't see everybody doing this. Come on. Text 31331. Text to 313131 RPV. All right? This is one of the new things that we're doing. We are pioneering on technology for Republicans at the Republican Party of Virginia. We are beating Democrats for the first time since I can ever remember. We're doing text messaging. We're doing the great Prince William-based RPV network, thanks to Tom and OP. We are doing Facebook. You know, on the RPV network, we have over 1,000 people on there. On Facebook, we have about almost 1,000 people there. We've only been up for about a week. We're on Twitter. We're doing all kinds of other things online. We've got a new Republican National Chairman, Michael Steele. He's doing great things for the party. He's a great communicator, notwithstanding the recent communications. He's a great communicator. And I think even more importantly than that, he'll bring new people in the party, and we need to do that. If we're going to win again, we've got to bring new people in. And I know you all are going to help us do that. The state Senate, that majority, as you all know, is teetering on quite not a majority anymore. They're not having a lot of luck, those Democrats, in keeping all of their Democrats in line. But I think the best news of the year so far is that we're producing results as a Republican Party here in Virginia. Special elections. You guys are familiar with the special elections, right, that we've had? The 46th House of Delegates district. That's Brian Moran's former seat in Alexandria. That's a 76% Obama district. 76%. But we had a special election earlier this year, and we lost that seat by 16 votes. 1-6. 16 votes in the 76% Obama district. In the 81st House of Delegates district, that's Terry Suit's district down in Virginia Beach, and yeah, that's a Republican district, and we won, and we should have won. But everybody said the best you can hope for is 65%. Well, what did we get? We got 85%. In Fairfax County. Fairfax County is supposed to be blue now, right? It's supposed to be where we don't have any place winning anymore. Well, Pat Harity ran a great race up there. And as you may recall, let me tell you why this race is very significant. If Republicans get more than 45% of the vote in Fairfax County, if a statewide Republican gets more than 45% in Fairfax County, what does that mean?
We win!
That means Democrats can't win statewide. Well, we didn't win that race, but we lost it by just about 1,200 votes. 1,200 votes. That was a county that went over 20 points for Barack Obama. And we just almost won a special election, or just lost a special election by 1%. Can you believe that? Let me tell you more, but let me not use my words. Let me tell you what the Washington Post has to say about all this. Again, this is the Washington Post. They're no friends of ours. 2 surprisingly narrow victories for Democrats this year in blue-tilting Northern Virginia show that the party is vulnerable to complacency. In January, Democrat Charnel Herring of Alexandria scraped to victory by 16 votes to fill gubernatorial contender Brian Moran's seat in the House of Delegates. This month, which this was written in February, this month Sharon Bulova was elected the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors chairman by defeating Republican Pat Harity with little more than 1%. It goes on to say that particularly troubling to Democrats and encouraging for Republicans was the outcome of the chairman's race in Fairfax. In recent elections, Virginia's largest jurisdiction has been a Democratic juggernaut. Then it goes on to say, but on February 3rd, Bulova won a county of 1 million residents by 1,200 votes. She lost the absentee ballots. She lost 4 of 9 supervisor districts, including 2 held by Democrats. She lost 4 of 9 state Senate districts, 3 of them held by Democrats. And she lost 6 of the 11 Fairfax County House of Delegates districts, 3 of those held by Democrats. Folks, we're on the march back.
Yes.
And if that wasn't enough, I hope you guys heard about the good victory of John Cook last week in the...
Yes!
We just talked about Sharon Bullough winning chairman. Well, she couldn't even hold her own seat. The Fairfax County seat, the Fairfax supervisor seat that she held for a generation is now in Republican hands.
Thank goodness.
Thank you. We had our first RPV Day at the Capitol this year. We brought activists in from all over the state. We brought them in. We wanted to make sure that their legislators knew who they were, so that they could go to their legislators, their Republican legislators, and say, we're Republicans, we're the grassroots, we're here to help. But we're also going to hold you accountable. We did that for the first time ever. We're going to continue to do that. Heck, MSNBC seems to be highlighting our activities daily. That was a joke, you can laugh. Financially, last year, the party, I know you hear all the rumors, but here's the facts. As of when I last reported to the State Central Committee on our finances, that was on December 5th, debt, it's gone. In June of last year, when I took office, the party had $161,000 in debt. Today we have zero debt.
Yes!
And big year last year, when we had our last state convention, the party had a net income for the year of negative $187,000. And today, by December 5th of last year, we had a net income of positive $53,000. If we were a business, you could say that we were profitable. Fundraising. From January to May of last year, the party raised $669,000. Not bad. But from June 1 to December 4th of last year, we raised over $1 million. And importantly, that money doesn't even include a penny of what the national organization sent us for last year's campaign. If you include all that together, we raised and spent about $5 million on behalf of our candidates last year. And cash on hand, as of December 5th, we had $350,000 on hand, which isn't bad considering the election that we just gone through and all the money that we spent. In the General Assembly, we've been fighting the good fight. I don't know if you remember Tim Kaine, one of his great ideas for trimming the budget was to release non-violent felons early. Did y'all hear about that? Yes. Well, let me tell you about the governor's definition of non-violent. Those are people that have committed acts of terrorism, domestic abuse, poisoning, breaking and entering, child pornography and child abuse, arson, threats to commit bodily harm, and other assorted crimes. No big deal. Well, we stopped that. We blocked that. We talked about it. We got the message out. And thank goodness now we're not going to have these non-violent felons in our neighborhoods. The Democrats, every time there's a challenge that state government faces, every time, what's their knee-jerk reaction? What's their solution to the problem? Raise taxes. I don't care what the problem is. It's raining too much or we're running short on the budget. Let's raise taxes. That's going to fix it. But we stopped that this year as well. We've got transparency moving forward. Hopefully the governor will sign those bills so that you can go online and look at exactly every check that the state government is spending of your money. We're working on spending limits, although that wasn't successful this year. We got that out of the House. But of course, everything that we've done, all the good reforms that we're trying to move forward, the Democrats in the Senate and the governor say, no. Right? Well, they're really the party of no, not us. We come up with all these great ideas and nobody wants to move forward with them.